If you like Hot Wheels, you've probably wondered to yourself before, how can I tell if the Hot Wheels I'm looking at on the shelf are new or old? Are they from 2020 or 2021 or even older? It may be helpful to know if they're new or old just so you can tell if they're picked over or they're fresh. Or maybe you just want to pick out the cars that you like and then bring them home, but then sort them out so you can keep your 2019s, 2020, 2021 models all separated. Maybe you want to open them and put them in the display, or just keep them in separate tubs or something, but for your collection you want to be able to organize them. You may be looking at the cars as I have them displayed right now and you're thinking, Jeremy, why do you even have this video? It's super easy. It says right here, new for 2019, 2020, and 2021. That's all I need to know. I'll just look for that. However, that's not actually on every car. Actually, it's not on very many at all, because not only would that model need to be new for the year, but the cars you're looking at would also have to be in US packaging. Let's take those out and look at other models that don't even have that. So now they're still in order. There's a 2019, a 2020, and a 2021. So without that graphic that says it's new for that year, what about the packaging can we look at that would obviously tell us what year it's from? Now there are some differences that are just upgrades in the design or the way that they package the cars that aren't necessarily aligned with a year. So it could be mid-year that change happens. And actually I can bring up another car that's also from 2019 that gives you a good example of that. You can see out of these 4 cars, this is the only one that doesn't have this logo. It says it's not the same without the flame. So what happened is midway through 2019, they started adding that logo. So obviously if you see one that doesn't have that, you know that it's super old, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's 2019 when they added it. So we almost have to ignore that. However, the 2021 cars, they actually changed the logo to blue. And that did actually happen right with the 2021 cars. So toward the end of 2020, when the first cases started to come out that had 2021 cars in it, and there was actually some carryover of 2020 cars, you would have got a mixture of both. So all of the 2020 cars in that case would have had a black logo, and the 2021 cars would have had a blue logo. So that is a definitive change that tells you that this is 2021 because that logo turned blue. But how can we tell the difference between the 2019 and the 2020? Well, you'll also notice that up here where there's the number of the car, the 2020 is the only one that has dark blue up here behind the word. And as far as I've seen, I don't have any 2019 or 2021 cars that have dark blue up there. So if you are looking at the cars on the shelf and you see dark blue up here, then you know those are from 2020. And more than likely right now, because it's already May of 2021, if you're seeing any cars without dark blue up here, it's probably a 2021 car. And if you weren't sure, there's also a packaging update which happened near the end of 2020. And that's the way that they protected the J tags from being able to be torn here. So you can see this one, there's plastic right here on the J tag. And then midway through 2020, well toward the end actually, they switched over to this. So it's almost like a strip of packing tape that's along the back of the package. So there's no plastic on the front and like a strip of tape almost along the back. And that was a change near the end of 2020, almost right at when they started making 2021 cars. Now you can dump your whole bag of cars out on the floor when you get home and easily separate them by year. 2020s have the blue up in the right corner behind the number. If you're unsure if the rest are 2019 or 2021, just look for the little plastic up here on the J tag. That's 2019. If they have this strip on the back, that's 2021. Alright, well thanks so much for watching, Common Collected, and we'll see you in the next video.